in the middle of nowhere? Wait, no, Paimon remembers now. The Temple of Silence is over that way. Come on, let's go find the others.
There's no need for everyone to stay here. I'll protect the sages. The rest of you, return to Aru village.
Yes, Mahamatra Sino.
Sino! What's going on?
You're back. How's the Dendro Archon?
What a relief.
It's the Jinn. Countless Jinn have stirred up violent sandstorms across the desert, blocking our path to the Temple of Silence. Tainari and Kale have returned to Aru village to help. The Jinn are being highly aggressive, so both the village and the merchant caravans require protection.
It's just one thing after another. Where did all of them come from anyway? In all my trips to the desert, I've never seen anything like this before.
As I see it, the only possible candidate is Gurabad.
Gurabad?
Baladuri could explain in more detail if he were here. All I know is a rumor I've heard about from previous trips to the desert. Supposedly, a great number of dormant Jinn lie sealed beneath that city.
Gurabad is, for me, a fated land. I must therefore return back to this city, where my destiny awaits me still. My master, I am sorry that I couldn't stay by your side for long, and that I could not have more time to get familiar with you.
Lilipar. Yeah, we once said goodbye to a friend there. Well, maybe not a friend exactly, but someone we met on the road anyway. She was a strange bottle. If we can find a way to wake her up, maybe she can help solve the situation in Gurabad.
Well, be careful. You may find there's more than just the Jinn to worry about.
You mean, there are other dangers in Gurabad?
It's a sensible assumption to make. The moment we arrived in Caravan Rebad, the Irminsul anomaly started spreading in that direction. Now we've moved to the desert, and suddenly we're plagued by Jinn and sandstorms. To call it a coincidence would be a stretch.
Don't worry, we've gotten a lot stronger since our last stint in Sumeru. Ah! When did they show up?
It appears the monsters native to the desert have been stirred by the Jinn's activity.
You should get going. We'll take care of things here. You too.
Don't do anything too risky. You got it?
The Jinn are swarming out of Gurabad! Looks like Elhaven was right! Let's get inside and see what's going on!
Papa, get him! Get to work! Fulfill our pact!
Hey, the story has only just begun! Stay back! Story has only just... Let's fight!
Target spotted! All units at the ready.
The Patchouli! They must be using this place as a stronghold! Are they the ones behind all this? Fighting Jin with one hand and Patchouli with the other? This is pure chaos!
Suffer the wrath of me! Light it up! Light of the blazing sun!
The story has only just... Let's fight! That's my kind of opponent.
Like lambs to the slaughter. Not you two! Time to end them! Show no mercy!
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge! Stay back!
Fulfill our pact! Show no mercy! Light it up! Light of the blazing sun!
Turning point in fate!
Leave none stay! No fairy tale ending for you.
Now's our chance!
Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Get him! Fulfill our pact!
Rise with the sun! Wrath from the sky! Leave it to me!
I'm gonna fix your skull!
Show no mercy! Light it up!
The story has only just begun!
You see that strange machine? Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that that's the thing wrecking Gurabad and setting all those dangerous Jin free!
The target has reached the core zone. Requesting backup. Repeat, requesting backup.
Backup en route! Stop her at all costs! Rise with the sun! Light of the blazing sun! Leave it to me! Turning point in...
Nice one, Traveler! Let's keep going!
Struggle all you want!
Suffer the wrath of Eatsley! Show no mercy!
Wrath from the sky! The story has only just begun!
No fairy tale ending for you.
It seems my subordinates failed to stop you in your tracks.
Apologies, sir.
There is no need to apologize. You did well to hold your ground against such a powerful adversary for as long as you did. I must commend your courage and perseverance.
So, you're in charge here, huh? First the problems with Irminsul, now this mess in Gurabad? Are you the ones responsible for all this?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy.
Ugh, this guy is so snooty! However you want to spin it, you're clearly involved in this somehow. So you can either start talking, or we'll have to make you talk. Let's get him! Traveler? What's wrong?
You're remarkably calm. Some would act more rashly upon finding the ringleader all alone. But you keep your cool. Even as your enemy, I must applaud you.
Did you show yourself just to say that?
Is this you trying to take back control of the conversation? Unfortunately, I really don't have anything to say to you. I am here merely to indulge my own curiosity. Your names are well known among the Fatui. Naturally, I wanted to observe you up close while I had the chance.
Hey! Don't treat us like we're some kind of exotic animals in a zoo!
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. You seem rather predisposed to misunderstand me. I'm quite aware that you are both heroes of great renown. You have resolved crises in many nations and won countless allies along the way. I've been following your adventures with great admiration. My only regret is that the trajectory of your journey conflicts with our goals.
What do you mean, admiration? Sorry, but that sounds pretty weird coming from you.
I don't see why. We may happen to occupy opposing sides, but there is no cause for deep-seated enmity between us. To respect one's enemy is to respect oneself.
Well, now that you're observing us up close, what do you see?
I've observed as keenly as I can. Yet, while I endeavor to understand, your true strength remains a mystery to me. Violence is not my area of expertise either, so, you see, I would much rather converse with you like this than determine a victor with the edge of a blade. Besides, I've heard that even 3 moons in the sky fail to eclipse your brilliance. I know better than to bite off more than I can chew.
3 moons?
So, you have a connection with the Harbinger, the Doctor.
Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nodcry, but there are things that do not end with his departure. We must... Look at me. I almost divulged more than I should have.
What are you after? Revenge for Dottore? Or are you plotting something else?
I've said quite enough, I believe. There's no point in continuing this conversation, except to say, I've noticed that you seem to know your way around here quite well. A repeated visitor to Gurabad, are we?
Ugh!
I'll take that as a yes. Then I'm sure you'll have heard the story of this place. The mother of the Jinn, Lilupar, and the tragic tale of her vengeance that spanned 3 generations. It was right here that Lilupar once helped the wise to ascend to the throne. But from that moment on, every king who sat upon it was corrupted by power. These degenerate rulers lost control over their nation, and with it, the right to occupy that exalted seat.
What are you trying to say?
I once admired you for your adventures. That is the earnest truth. But it appears to me that your journey serves ultimately to uphold the rules of this world. Are these rules truly just? Does the heavenly principles rule with wisdom or folly? And how can we be sure that the 7 who wield authority over the world will not be corrupted?
Do you seriously think
Convince you? I'm sure my commander already tried that. Why would I waste my breath doing the same? If a few words from a stranger were enough to make someone completely change their stance, it would only prove that they never had a firm will to begin with. I am merely stating my position, so that we might understand each other better. One's enemy in the present may not necessarily be an enemy for life. As for what game I'm playing here, I'm simply buying some time. But now I must bid you farewell. It was a wise decision not to attack me immediately. Since you did not fall for my ambush, I will now have to ask those in hiding to reveal themselves.
Leave this to us, sir.
Very well. I trust you to do what is necessary. Stall her while I execute the next step of the plan. Sumeru City, Irminsul.
Hey! Stop right there! Don't you dare leave without explaining yourself!
All units, stop them! Protect the commander!
Did you hear that? He mentioned Sumeru City and Irminsul! He definitely knows something! We can't let him get away! Get rid of these pesky soldiers, quick!
Rear guard to the front! Don't let them through!
Get that thing in position!
Hold on! Just a little longer! Now's our chance!
We finally beat them! That mysterious guy can't have gotten far! Let's catch up with him! Found him! Over here!
You're very persistent.
Hey, you! Stop running and explain yourself! What are you trying to... What's this?
Relax. A small trap like this won't be enough to hold you. The sandstorms from Gurabad will die down soon enough, but this small window of time was all we needed to launch the next phase of our plan. Don't be discouraged. I knew that someone would come here eventually, so I planned ahead. Where to chat with you, which door to exit from, even which mechanism to wait by for you. I thought through every detail. You, meanwhile, know nothing of who I am. So far, you've only heard my voice, and for all you know, it may not even be real. But not to worry. This is only our first meeting. It shan't be our last.
Just answer me one last question. Why do you continue to follow Dottore? He has conducted countless cruel experiments, even on his subordinates.
Follow isn't quite the right word. Let's just say even those you see as villains have their friends, even if they aren't the most sincere of friendships. When any set of rules is established, there will be those who benefit and those who lose out. People will do anything to justify what they have gained or escape from the hardship imposed upon them. Neither he nor I are tolerated by the rules of this world. We were both searching for a new order. Our ideas of the final form that should take may have differed, but our journeys took a shared path. Goodbye, Traveler and Paimon. I wish you a timely escape, albeit not too soon. I will need a little more time to prepare, after all.
Hey! Come back! Wait, this dark wall. We've seen these on our adventures before. It swallows people up! Oh, Paimon's sorry. She shouldn't have jumped the gun! Oh, okay. He may have fooled us this time, but we'll get him back!
Sino and his team are guarding the north. We'll take this side.
There's so many Jin! We can't let them get into Aru Village! Don't fret. I am well prepared for this situation.
Huh. So you have a solution?
Perhaps you're unaware that I have a trusty genie partner of my own, Plumpy. If I send her to negotiate with the others, this whole thing will be resolved before you can say Mora. Off you go, Plumpy. Come on, what's the holdup? 5,000 Mora. 20,000 Mora. 100,000 Mora. Final offer.
Ah, so she's a hired partner.
Hired partners are reliable too. Plumpy here is a highly skilled negotiator. You'll see. Just a few words from her and... Plumpy! Don't you, Jin, have any respect for the rules? This was supposed to be a negotiation! How dare you treat my messenger like this? You wanna play rough? Two can play at that game!
Looks like it's up to us now. Be careful, Kale.
Yes, Master. What happened? How did I pass out? Never mind. Plumpy, it's time for revenge.
You know, this reminds me of when you first arrived in Avidia Forest. You were trying to help a child retrieve a lost toy when you stumbled upon Spino Crocodile territory by mistake.
Yeah, I remember. Our first time fighting side by side.
Fighting side by side? I seem to recall swooping in to rescue you with a team of forest rangers. I'm not finished my research.
Please stop. Wipe this off the side! Magic lamp!
I hear everything!
There's too many of them! I can't believe I used 12 rare items in one battle! Ugh. I shudder to think how this is going to affect this month's accounts. The sight of that glaring deficit might be more than my poor heart can take.
Tainari, how's the situation on your end?
We held the line, though it was a close call. But it looks like they're preparing for another attack. Has something happened?
They've breached our defenses in the south. The Jin are pouring in. We're moving the villagers to the north as we speak.
We're hemmed in. This is getting precarious. Our margin for error just got a lot smaller.
That's why we wanted to confirm your status. We need to consider our next move carefully.
Bad news! Another line of defense has been breached.
Kale, go with them and assess the situation. Dory and I will hold the line here.
But Master! Even with 3 of us, we barely managed to.
This is not a discussion, Kale. Don't worry about us. She clearly still has plenty of tricks left up her sleeve.
Wait, you can't pin all your hopes on me! Oh, great. I've almost run out of the things I brought with me, and the rest is back at the caravan. I should be able to hold out for a little longer, but still... Master!
Need any help?
Huh?
What is it, Kale?
If things continue like this, it won't be long before Aru village is overrun by Jinn, and the sandstorms are sure to follow in their wake. I do have a plan, but I can't guarantee it will work.
I don't care. Whoever you are, please just help us.
The only one who can help is you. I am merely here to guide you along the correct path. I am a spirit created at the beginning. I am a flickering illusion. I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. You don't need to understand it. Just repeat after me, one line at a time.
Watch out! Jinn incoming!
I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Here goes nothing. I am a spirit created at the beginning.
I am a flickering illusion.
I am a flickering illusion.
What's wrong, Plumpy? I've never seen you so agitated before.
But how do you...
Do you know what Kale is reciting?
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
It's a song composed by the goddess of flowers, but very few records of it remain, even in historical texts. All we have is a few fragments. Is Kale an avid historian?
Not to my knowledge.
The Jinn have actually quieted down. Although, no, it's more than that. It looks like they're showing submission.
Clearly the songs left by the goddess of flowers have a soothing effect on them. At the very least, they're much calmer now.
Really? Let me try. I am a spirit created at the beginning. Don't stay away! I'll stop! I'll stop!
It seems like the song only works when Kale recites it. But why?
Kale.
Yeah! Any luck?
When I heard that loud rumbling in the distance, I thought the shifting sands had bust open the gates to some ancient treasure vault. Turns out it was just you guys.
Huh? Wait, that sounds like...
It's been a long while. Did you miss me?
Jet! Ben!
Let's save the catching up for later. First, I gotta get you guys out of there. This should be the right mechanism. Ben, can you handle it? There we go. Come on, let's leave this place.
Fatui sure made themselves scarce. It's like they were never here.
The Fatui? They came to the desert again?
Yep. No idea what they're planning this time. They were being very coy about it.
How have you been, Jet?
Well, since we last met, I've started my own band of mercs. We've actually made quite a name for ourselves. Oh, yeah. On a slightly different note, I have some good news. I finally took care of Masaira. Not much to write home about. It was just another day. Found his hideout. Dragged him out of his cozy little bed. He tried to talk me into seeing his point of view, as usual. But I'm way past that by now. There was nothing he could say to save his life. What about you guys? Bet you'd forgotten all about me and Ben, huh?
Of course not! We're super duper best friends!
Wow. Sounds like I should make time to visit some other nations too. Anyway, what brings you to Gurabad?
Oh, right. I almost forgot. We're here to look for Lilupar.
That bottle? Seriously?
Yeah! We need her power to calm the Jinn and stop the sandstorms. Here's hoping we actually manage to find her, after all the trouble we've been through. Surely, with everything's been going on in Gurabad, she must have woken up, right? Only one way to find out. Let's see. She should be around here somewhere. Aha! Found her! Lilupar!
What a long dream that was. It's been a while, my master. Oh, and you're here too, little wildcat. The four of us back together again. Imagine that. After we last parted ways, I merged with the land beneath Gurabad to suppress the dark calamities stirring in the depths. It rekindled the flame of vengeance within the Jinn, depriving Gurabad of any hope of peace. I fought against it for a long, long time, until one day, I sensed a change in a foreign land to the west. Suddenly, the pitch-black abyss fell silent. Once satisfied that that dark power could no longer bewitch the Jinn, I too fell into a deep slumber, from which I have only now awoken. Why have you returned to Gurabad, my master? And why is my sand-swept homeland in disarray once more?
Well, basically, Sumeru's in danger and a lot of our friends are affected. Some bad guys messed around with Irminsul and now they've released the Jinn in here. We managed to chase off the culprits, but we have no idea how to seal this place back up and stop the sandstorms.
Child's play. I shall quell the Jinn and scatter the storms.
Thank you, Lilupar.
No need to thank me, my master. I have granted many wishes in my time, and this was the most trivial of them all.
The sandstorm's gone. the sun shines bright again. When I said that we'd meet again under a lovelier sun, this was exactly how I imagined it.
Yay! Although, honestly, Paimon would love to hang out with you more, even if the weather sucked. Well, there shouldn't be any more Jin breaking out, right? Are we okay to head back?
Sounds good. You can introduce us to your other friends.
Another adventure begins. Lovely.
The storms have stopped! We should be able to get to the Temple of Silence without any problems now. Time to regroup!
So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big. It's colossal.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
I don't know. This plan sounds a little too risky for my liking.
Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea what could happen if we activate it.
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid this is our only option.
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are to proceed, we must act quickly. The scale of this project is enormous. Even with Kaveh, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time, the proposed modifications won't happen overnight.
You're back. Everything all right? And who are they?
Friends of yours?
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is. This guy's Kaveh, and the one next to him is Alhaitham.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
Oh, a famous name from the history books.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine, as they say.
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on them. Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment. I'm sure you're good people.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurabad problem is resolved? What did you find?
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put a stop to the chaos.
Wow. Thanks for being there to help them.
So, this mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger's subordinate.
Yeah? Is there something weird about that?
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy. Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nordkrai.
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big conspiracy behind all this?
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful should trouble come knocking later. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort into disguising himself.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
Jet?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of Silence?
You bet we did. This place is incredible. It has everything. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question. So our only option is to modify the Akasha using certain resources we hope to find in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru. Little is known about this device in academic circles, which suggests it was hidden quite effectively. If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation plan. However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration. The sages are still debating it.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, Paimon has a question. Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
Well remembered. Yes, that's exactly right. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans working together. It was a miraculous accomplishment, and it lies hidden deep within the king's mausoleum to this day. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets we are not privy to. Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now is because we heard it from the Ibis King Thoth himself at his temple. The tale of how the 3 retainers of Al-Akhmar were imprisoned in Aru.
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded pretty unbelievable too. Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru and that they had to answer 3 questions to get out.
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? And what determines truth and falsehood? Those were the 3 questions, right?
Yeah. Oh, if only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh, Nefer's a friend we met in Notcry.
Notcry? Funny. She showed up here earlier.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her, too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
Really? They came here to help out?
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nodcry her home. If she's the person you were talking about, then...
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right over there.
Nicole! Nefer!
Why, hello! We're here to help. It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders, cutting off all travel in and out. No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become a lonely island.
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself. Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines, after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Tivat. It may have been implemented long ago.
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps spreading?
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and Sumeru is the eye of the storm.
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Surely you don't think I still have feelings for that place?
Judging by your tone, I suppose you don't.
Sounds like you don't know much about my past. And here I thought you knew everything.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time, so I do know a thing or two about him. As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves, wouldn't you say?
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru, thank you.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is always a reason to be found behind both salvation and destruction. Still, if time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict. That's why people change their minds about things all the time. But that's where we angels come in. Our duty ultimately is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desires and help bring them to fruition. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end, that's okay.
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally open up to one another?
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever, never living in the present. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved. Those old emotions cling to me like a shadow.
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories shaped me into the person I am today. They'll always be a part of me.
In that case, would you like to hear my perspective, at least?
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear an angel's opinion.
A long, long time ago, when the angels still walked freely upon the earth, I found life tedious. Monotonous work, lukewarm relationships. Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angels' demise, I have found myself missing those days on more than one occasion. Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things are gone, the memories quickly fade, and the emotions slip away along with them. If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of your hatred wiped from existence, it would not take long for the memories buried deep in your heart to slowly fade. Both love and hate are intense emotions, but they are nothing compared to the void left behind when they disappear.
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever applaud the destruction of the things they hate. Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more selective than a Mora-hungry merchant choosing between customers. We all need a reality check once in a while, so we don't forget the truth. As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win. I'll help you out a little, but I won't work for free.
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth, are you?
What do you think?
I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures. The ones I carve are actually worth quite a lot.
Just cover my travel expenses.
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in charge of the curatorium.
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa! Don't worry, boss. You can count on me!
And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of need. Hip hip hooray!
That was far more detailed than necessary. Not lacking in embellishment either. I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
She's still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection with Aru.
We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind, I think I should come with you.
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just a random thought. I'm Dia, an eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh?
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you spoke without moving your mouth.
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before.
What is it, Kale?
It's you! You're the voice who's been speaking in my head, aren't you? You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon, and got me to recite that magic prayer.
Mm-hmm. I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, An angel who has lived since ancient times.
An angel? Oh, sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
Oh, Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still tell you a lot of stories from ancient history.
Yep, and she's also an amazing sculptor.
You could say she's a real creative type.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty impressive.
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with me. Just relax and be yourselves. No need to be nervous.
Miss Nicole, if it's okay, could I ask you a few questions?
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion, and you are desperate for answers. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? Why did those verses soothe the Jinn only when recited by you? I can guide you to the truth, but it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer to speak with you alone, if possible.